Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game from one of our favorite IPs called Harry Potter House Cup Competition. It was Snape. It was Draco. It was Draco. It was Snape. So many red herrings. Harry Potter House Cup Competition is a game from the OP, formerly USA Opperly, and this plays 2 to 4 players. It is a worker placement game where players are trying to go out and learn spells, take lessons to learn spells, level up in different classes of potions, charms, and defense against the dark arts, and you're even going to try to defeat some challenges. Pretty straightforward. Let's go down to the table and see if it is. Alright, so here's a game of Harry Potter House Cup Competition, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to lay out the board. You're going to put the basic lessons, shuffle them, flip 3, give each player 2. So I'm not going to have Slytherins showing, they're going to be down here, but you can see Gryffindors here. You're going to get 2 basic lessons that are going to look something like this. They're going to have a threshold you need to meet, and then a bonus you're going to get, and we'll go into that in a little bit. You're going to do the same with the advanced lessons, shuffle, flip 3, but you don't give those to any of the players. You're going to shuffle the easy challenge and the hard challenge and flip 3. You're going to find the locations that have a 1 symbol on the back. Flip one of them face up. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. You'll have a random one. Same with the 2s, except you're going to put them face down and you'll pick 1, 3 face down. These are going to unlock as you go through the game. You're going to give each player a player board with some markers for class skills for each student. You're going to have 3 students. And in a 2-player game, you're going to start with 2 knowledge. You may start with some magic and so on and so forth. And you're going to have House Cup gems, which are going to be kept track of in the House Cup hourglass. So when you score a point, it's 10 points. You're going to drop it in to your section of the hourglass like that. And whoever has the most points in there is the winner. All right. So I'm going to keep that off screen because I don't want to get in the way. So the way this game works is it's a worker placement game. On your turn, you're going to break down into a couple phases. So you have phase 1. You can learn a lesson, which is optional, and then you have to place a student. So what that means is if I have a student, either before I place or after I place, that has 2, I think that's potions. Yes. 2 potions, level, and class. We all start at 1. Every student starts at 1 and everything. But at the end of the turn or before the turn, I have this. I can spin this card, get the bonus. I would get 2 knowledge. So that's kind of how that works. So they are going to give you some extra bonus to go along with your placement. So let's just go ahead and get started. In a 2-player game, you can't go to any of the places that say 3 plus or 4. So the board's a little tighter, which is nice. And the owl here is the first player marker. All right, so let's go ahead and do something. I'd like to let's go ahead and take Ronald, and we're going to go right here. We're going to increase, this is increase level in potions, so I'll do that. And then I get to take an easy challenge, and I'll show you one of these. So I take this challenge, and these are going to happen in phase 2. And what happens in phase 2 of the round is you have to have students complete these challenges and you're going to get rewards. So we'll go over that in a second. I'll just sit this over here so we can see it. And now that I placed him, I'm actually at a level 2 of potions. So I can spin this card because I'm at a level 2. And Ron is going to earn 2 knowledge. So I have 2 knowledge. Some of the spaces on the boards are going to require books, which is knowledge, or hats, which is magic, to go there. You're going to need magic to increase levels when you're doing a challenge to help you meet some of the threshold and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go into that too much until we get there, but just know that's what happens. Let's go over here. We're going to start with, let's send out Goyle. And Goyle is going to go, now I'm not 100% sure if this is Goyle. I know these 2 guys are Crabbe and Goyle. I think this is Goyle, so don't murder me if I'm wrong. One of these 2 guys is Crabbe and Goyle. We know it's not Draco, so it's fine. All right, let's go ahead and they're gonna get some magic. So Goyle's gonna go get some magic. They can't do a lesson because their lesson they need to be at level 3. So that's not something they can do yet. All right, so back to Gryffindor. Ooh, 2 charms. Let's go ahead and send Hermione out. She's going to increase her charms skill. And that'll also give us an easy challenge. Let's take this one for 30. Try to get some points. So we're going to try to read the tale of the 3 brothers to get 30 House Cup points. So let's see if we can do that. And now that she has 2 charms, we're going to cash this in. She has 2 charms, so replace any or all the face-up lesson cards and gain 1. So I can replace any. So let's go ahead and do this one. We'll flip another one. And I can take 1. So let's go ahead and take this one. So that's a 2 defense against the dark arts. Give me 10 points. That's not bad. All right, so now back to Slytherin. They need to up some levels. So let's go ahead. They're going to do this. So Crab is going to go here. To go here, you have to spend 2 knowledge and a magic. So they have that. So 2 knowledge and a magic. And they're going to increase a level by 2. So I think he's going to do potions up to 3. Now these boards are usually long ways because you can see the banner drapes down. But for ease of seeing it, I kept it sideways. But it would normally be long ways and all that. It doesn't really matter. But all right, so let's see. I'm going to do this. Nope, let's do this one. Nope, not gonna do either of those, just kidding. But he is still gonna do that. So he's went up on 2 on potions, so he's now at 3. Now we're back to Harry Potter. What does he wanna do? I think we need to get some magic. So let's go get, we have a lot of challenges though. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. You know, let's just do it over here. We'll go over here, spend a book. So we're going to the burrow. We'll spend a knowledge. And because we will get a level up on anything that we want. So let's level up on defense against the dark arts. And let's get a magic. And now that we've leveled up on defense against the dark arts, 10 points to the House Cup. So we'll take this, take a gem, put 10 points in our hourglass, which is pretty slick. All right, then we have Draco left, everyone's favorite criminal. And let's see, what does he want to do? He wants to get some levels up too, I think. So he'll go ahead and go, ooh, he can't go there. He's actually gonna go get some books. So he'll go to the library, get 3 books. All right, so that's the end of phase 1. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring all your students back to the common room. Whoops, that's not Hermione, that's Ron. All right, then Harry, Draco, the only one I know for sure. And then Goyle, Crab. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to phase 2. So phase 2, we're going to be able to do challenges. We're going to use these cards to send students to meet the criteria to get the goals. So now what you can do is you can complete 2 easies or 1 easy and 1 hard, and you can send 1, 2, or all 3 of your students to do it in any way that you want to, which, you know, is pretty good. So let's go ahead and, they don't have any, so Slytherin's not going to do any. So let's go ahead and read the tale of the 3 brothers for Gryffindor. So we have 2 here. I got to send everybody, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to send everybody to this one because I don't have enough juice to do it all, I don't think. Yeah, so we're all there. So I'm going to be at 2, 3, 4 on potions, 1, 3, 4 on charms, and 1, 2, 4 on defense against the dark arts. So I completed this. So now what I do is I get my people off. And then I'm going to get 30 points because that's the reward. 30 points right there. Take this, put this face down. Take 3 gems and put them in the House Cup. Oh no. Way to go. And so now you can kind of see by looking at it where your scores are. So right now, Gryffindor is Slaughter and Slytherin. So then we'll go back to our house here. First player will switch if nobody went to the first player space, which is right there. So in that case, nobody did. So that'll be first player now. We'll move the round marker, and we will flip this card. And this should have been refilled when I took that. So now we have a new location. To go to the second space, this location, one of your classes has to be at a level 3. So right now, the only person that can go there would be Crab, because he's at a level 3 in potions. Then you get to do the bonus of whatever's there. If empty at the start of the round 3 books. So it's a good knowledge gainer. So you go there and you get some books. That's not bad. All right. So this is how you're going to keep going forward until the game ends. So when the game is over, which is after the 7th round, you're going to score some points. You're going to get points for 10 points for every gem you have in the hourglass. You're going to get 10 points for every student that you have at level 7 on the track. And you're going to get 10 points for every pair of magic and knowledge. So while you may be ahead here, if you have a lot of tokens and you have a lot of people in 7, you can still win the game. So that's nice. So that's how you play Harry Potter House Cup Competition. Let's go up to the top, see what you think about it. All right, well, that was Harry Potter House Cup Competition. I gotta say, this was interesting. We were pretty into this. My wife, Katie, and I. She does the podcast. You know who she is. Why am I explaining? Because we like Harry Potter. We have Harry Potter Battle for Hogwarts, or whatever the official name of it is, and the Monster Book of Monsters expansion, and we love it. It's a great deck builder. It's fun and it's hard, but it's enjoyable. So we saw this one. We're like, ooh, Harry Potter worker placement game. That's exciting. So we reached out to the op. The op sent us a copy, and we played it. And now, before I go into what I think, which part of my opinion on this game may be skewed on what I'm about to say, I like this game. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal later, but listen to me right now. So this is a worker placement game, but it's a really light entry-level worker placement game. So if you'd never played a worker placement game and you had some friends over or some family members over who really liked Harry Potter, that you wanted to experience a worker placement game, this will be one I bring out. It's super basic. You take a student, we'll use proper terms, a student, put it on a spot on the board, collect the stuff. And then if you have enough levels in your classes, you're going to complete some challenges. You're going to do that over 7 rounds. So you're going to have 21 turns. Pretty quick, pretty simple, easy to explain, easy to teach, easy to play. And if you're Harry Potter, it's got cool theme as well. So this is a really light worker placement game. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a worker placement game and you like Harry Potter. If you're into like big crunchy worker placement games like The Gallerist, or I don't know, a dice placement game like Marco Polo or Lorenzo Magnifico, this is probably not a game you're looking for. So it's not a heavy game, it's a light game. That's my disclaimer. Now, this game on its own is a pretty good game. It's got a solid rule book, solid design. It has screen caps from the movies, so you can kind of see all that stuff that you're looking at that you like from the movies. Overall, the components are not bad, but the best part is right here. The House Cup Hourglass. So you're trying to fill these up with points throughout the game, and as you're playing, you're going to see your level go up a little bit higher, and it's just really satisfying to just at a quick glance to see if you're in the lead. You may not win because of those other in-game points, but looking at this, even right now with just the stuff in the tubes, because that's how I've been storing them in the tubes, it looks awesome. So this is a great component, and I love it. The slide markers that are on the player board are okay. It would be nice if they actually stuck in there, because if you bump your board, they're going to fly everywhere. Not a big deal, just don't bump your board. Lots of player boards are like that. Terraforming Mars, that player board without special inserts is garbage. People still love it. So I don't care about it necessarily, but I wanted to point it out. The graphic design on the board, super easy to understand. All the spaces and symbology is super easy to know what it means. The only tricky one is the space that is either a hard challenge or an easy challenge. It's the trophy, which is the hard challenge, and the Harry Potter like nut ribbon around it. So it kind of looks like it's a hard challenge unless you look closely. That's the only confusing one. Not a big deal. So all that being said, I like this game. Now, I wouldn't normally probably give this game a BGM accepted seal, but because the IP is fun and we enjoy it, and because the game is actually a fun game even though it's super light, I'm going to give it a seal. And it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. So if I want to give this game a seal, I'll give it a seal. Back up off me, peeps. Sorry, didn't want to be too rude, but so I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. It's going to have a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 on our arbitrary rent scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it to games that we enjoy, or IPs that we enjoy. If maybe we don't even, maybe the game is not exactly for us, but we like the IP, we'll give it a seal. We give seals out. We like seals. We have plenty of seals to go around. When something doesn't mean anything, it's easy to throw those around. So, yeah. So this is fun. We're going to keep it around because we have a lot of people that like Harry Potter, and we have a lot of people who don't play games. So this will be a match made in heaven right there, or a match made at Hogwarts, or a match made at platform 9 3/4, whatever you want to say. So that was Harry Potter House Cup competition from the Op. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.